Hi, everyone. Hi, Diane. This is Shirley from Shirley's World Vlog. And it's Thursday evening, and I'm on here for my live chat. I come on every Thursday and at 7 and every Sunday at 4. And the rest of my YouTubes are usually recorded. But these are the two that are live. Yeah. And tonight I have a plan. I have my old jewelry box down here, and I have spent the last half hour trying to untangle four or five things that were all tangled up, and I got them all untangled except for two. This is just costume jewelry except for a couple things. This is a fine chain with a little locket on it. I already looked in the locket. I used to wear this. It can be shined up at Sterling. And I used to put my kids' baby pictures in here, but it's empty. There's nothing in here now. But this is a fine chain, and this is just I don't even know what this is. It's a broken pendant. It has a crystal, a big crystal, heavy, but the clasp is broken. So the whole necklace is sort of broken. It needs a new clasp put on. But yeah, I can't get that. It looks like it's in a knot. I'd have to put on I have a jeweler's loop. I mean, a real jeweler's loop. Here's what it looks like. This hooks onto your glasses like this. If I can do it without. Okay. This hooks onto your glasses. And then when you want to see something, and you can pull down one at a time or both if you really want to see something, that is very high magnification. And this doesn't fit on these glasses real well. But if I wanted to really look at something, I'm just going to hold these. I'm not going to try to put them on my glasses. But I do have those. I am still picking off burrs from outside. My handyman came today and took down all the chicken fencing. Kind of sad. And I was in there trying to determine where the invisible fence is so I could put some flags up, because the dog can go into that area now. She's sort of afraid to. She knows she's not supposed to or wasn't supposed to. But now the fencing is gone and she can go almost clear into it. But there is a point where the electric fence is, and I can't seem to find it. I'm using her collar. It's supposed to buzz. Well, I can't hear the buzz, so I don't know how I'm going to find where it is. I sort of know, so I'm putting the flags where, I sort of think it is. If she goes far enough, she'll find it. Yeah, it is working. I even went into the garage where the main circuit is, and it's on. The fence is on, so yeah. Let's see who's here. Rosie from Michigan. Hi. I think you're new. Diane's here. Jane's here. Hi, Jane. Yes, I have let me show you what the jewelry box looks like. I mean, I've had other ones too, but this is the one I've had, for a long time. It's wooden or fake wood, and it has some inlaid flowers on the top, and it has it lifts up, has compartments up there, and then it has a drawer down here. So, yeah, that's heavy. So we'll look at some things in there. I have one precious piece, well, a couple, but one very vintage piece that I will show you at the end. This belonged to my grandmother. Yeah. So it's quite a piece. So I don't know. Where do you want to start? Most of this is all costume, just junk jewelry. There's this nice pendant I used to wear quite a bit. It has such a long chain on it, though. This is just costume jewelry. But it looks like it's not real. It looks like an opal, but it's not real. It's blue. It's just, it doesn't even have a costume jewelry name on it. But it has a nice fake silver box chain on it. I know it's fake because it hasn't tarnished. So that's a long piece that would, but I did wear that one quite a bit. Another one I just found, this is one of the ones that was tangled up in that piece. This still has no name on it either, but it's so sparkly. I think it's pretty. I thought it would show up on this top. It doesn't show the sparkles very much. It's very sparkly. I'm not seeing any sparkle there, though. It has little crystals and looks like diamonds in there. It's just a gray metal little piece. And this is just costume jewelry. It does have a lobster clasp on it, and it has a little tag. Let me see if this says anything. First, I'll use the easy magnifying glass. Oh, this is Monet. Okay, this is a piece of Monet jewelry. That's costume jewelry, well-known brand. And this, if you push the top of it, this opens up. And it is a watch inside. Of course, it's not running because it needs a battery. I think you probably get to it by, it's under the face of the clock probably, or maybe the back. Maybe you can get the back off somehow. I don't know. I don't wear it. I don't really wear jewelry except for my Jesus fish. Let's see what else we have. I found a couple of the things that was tangled up in there were two nice silver. Now these are silver. Two silver chains. 2 different sizes. Now those may have been, they sort of look like they have, I used to buy, well, the one my Jesus fish is on. This is it's a gold over sterling silver. And that might be what these were at one time, because I used to buy a lot of them because the gold rubs off and you usually end up having silver. Hi, Riri. Yeah. We have a new person, I think. Rosie from Michigan is here. I have to write her in my little list here. Rosie, I have a list of people. I don't think of Rosie is on here. No. Okay, Rosie from Michigan. Okay. I love to keep track of where people are from, and when I sell things, it's amazing where things go that you sell. I mean, I've sold things all over the world, but mostly in the United States, of course. But yeah, it's amazing. Let's see here. Okay, let's kind of look in here. I'm not going to show every dumb thing in here, but I'll show you some of the things. Here's something still on the card. These are, see, most of the things, a lot of the things in here are have posts on them for ears that are pierced. But my ears used to be pierced, and then I just took, I didn't wear earrings anymore, so of course now I can't get earrings in. I'd have to re-pierce my ears. I think I said this last time. When I was a nurse, when pierced ears became a thing, we all pierced each other's ears. We didn't go to have our ears pierced at any jewelry store or wherever you had it. In the mall, I think they did it in the mall. We just did it to each other. We just pierced each other's ears. I pierced my daughter's ears too. So I don't know. You can't even see this. This is just a dumb little thing. Let me see if there's anything interesting. I have, because I like sort of folk artsy things. I had these pins. These are wooden. Now, if the clasp hadn't, see, they're just glued on. I have to get some hot glue and glue it back on because the pin is in there. It's a pin like this, Here's a little cat, a pumpkin. I could, if it had the clasp on, I probably would have the sun. Here's a little 3D birdhouse. I have dumb stuff like this. Now, here's one watch. This says Fendi on it. Do I think it's real? No. The reason I don't think it's real is because my daughter lived in New York. What is the name of that street? Canal Street. Canal Street, they sold all kinds. One reason is because this is made in Japan. One reason is she got me a few different things. I mean, she didn't pass them off as being real, she told me, but I don't remember about this watch. I don't remember even getting this watch. But yeah, it's a pretty little watch. It has sparklies instead of numbers. Here's my 5-year Mary Kay pin. It says Mary Kay and a 5 underneath there. Yes, I was a Mary Kay person. I didn't do much with it. I went to Texas when they had, once a year they have a big get together. I had my niece, I got my niece to join under me, and we went together in the airplane when I was still flying. And we flew to Texas and went to this big thing. It was at the Mary Kay place. Yeah. I have a picture someplace about us all sitting around a table, and we all look so nice. Oh, here's an old piece. This I had in high school, I think. Pretty sure, or at least when my kids were babies, because this has a picture of my kids. One is my son. This is a charm bracelet. This is how charm bracelets used to be. Okay, I have a picture of what do you call this? Charm of my son. And my daughter the one I got for my daughter was this one. That's the Gerber baby, because when she was an infant, she looked just like the Gerber baby. So that was for her. I have a little dog. It's hard to show this stuff. A little dog, because we always had dogs. Here's my nursing cap. And here's tennis rackets, because I played tennis. I was big on tennis for a while. Here's my art, my little artist thing, because I painted. Whoop. Here's a ship, because we went on a cruise. Where is it? Ship. Is that it? Oh no, here. I learned to play the guitar. So there's a guitar. Now my son plays and collects guitars. What is this? Oh, cat. Because we always had cats too. So there's a cat playing with a ball. I think that's it. So I just pull a full charm bracelet. I should give this to my daughter. It'll be for her. See, on the back of my kids is their birth date on the back of their charms. I really don't know why you'd be interested in all this stuff. Here's another silver chain. That's why I think these chains the gold has rubbed off and not just the silver's left. Let's see if there's anything else in the drawer here. Another pin like a Christmas tree. Okay, I don't see anything back in there. Let's see up here. I wish you could see into the box. I should have waited to do this and put the overhead camera on. If I would have thought this out better. Everybody used to wear, hi Renee, everybody used to wear charm bracelets. Yes, they did. I'm not going to show you every little earring. I had lots of different earrings. Silver, gold. I wore these stars a lot. I always liked stars. Here's a, what do you call these? They poke into your, they have a little stud on them and they poke in. This is a heart with a cross. And here's a flag. It's very sparkly flag. This is a pin. See, it doesn't show the sparkle. This is so sparkly. It's all stones. The American flag. Lots of posts, silver and gold posts. Here's a little angel stud. A little dove. Here's hangy diamonds, fake diamonds. Now here's this could be, because I know where we got this. My husband got me this. This is a sand dollar. And this could be 14 karat. I'd have to find if it said anything on it. But I'm not going to do that while I'm doing this. Because there was a place on the island in Florida where we would go and we would get usually a piece of jewelry every time we went there. And this is one that I wore a lot. And the other one is a sun, like the sunshine sun. And I think it's in here somewhere. I think I saw it in here. Okay, here's this is vintage. This is my baby locket. Now, how I'm going to get in that, I don't know. I need something to get, because I don't have nails, so I'd like to, I don't know if my picture's in here or not. It's a little baby locket. You know, back then when I was a baby, 80 some years ago, little babies wore little things like this. Can you imagine now? It'd be against the law because the baby could swallow it. And I have a baby ring. I don't think it's in here. I have no idea where it would be. Could be. Not in this jewelry box. Yeah. Here's my graduation nurse's pin. This is Huron Road Hospital. Ready with God's help. And we always said it really meant God help them, we're ready. And it says here in Road Hospital School of Nursing, Cleveland. And that's what my nursing pin. And you usually, when I first went into nursing, of course, we wore white uniforms and white stockings and nurses' shoes and caps. We had our cap on, and we always wore our nurse's pin, and underneath was our name pin, and that was your uniform. Things have changed a lot. You have costume sparkly jewelry and it doesn't even look sparkly. Some hangy things. So yeah, not much in there, except for the charm bracelet. Let's see what's in the drawer. This is where all the stuff in the drawer is mixed up. This is just a shiny crystal, loop necklace. I wore this quite a bit. I do also have two. Here's my Ohio Board of Nursing, my license from 1991 to 1993. And then there's another one up here in this drawer. There's 1993 to 1995. So I saved those two. I don't know why. Little bracelet. There's nothing really in here that's worth anything. Oh, I have some little testers of perfume. And this is Giorgio. I used to wear Giorgio. And I opened this up to smell it and it got on me. So I smell like Giorgio now. And this is old. Very strong. And there's one here of Gavinci. Something Gavinci. I didn't open that because I already smell like Giorgio. Oh, this is a holder for your glasses. Before I wore glasses all the time, I just needed readers, so I would wear them on a chain around my neck. So I'd have them all the time, So I had several of those glasses holders. There's a pearl and whatever. Nothing in there. All right, let me show you the other boxes. I have a little container here. This is a little ceramic container with little roses on it, and that's pretty. I have this is a vintage piece. However, I don't know what it came from because it's broken off of something. But what do they call these? The word has escaped me for the minute. When it's the head, I don't know if this is what this is made out of. I'd have to go see at a jeweler if that's ivory or not. I don't know. But it's definitely an antique piece. Here's another watch. This is a Citizen, I think. Yeah. This I got for a Christmas present from my son and his wife. It's a Citizen watch. It's a beautiful watch, but I'm half blind, so I can't see. I can't see. Uh, I can't see it when when I wear it. It would just be like a jewelry piece. Do people wear watches anymore? This was found in my mother-in-law's jewelry box. Now, I don't know if this is a real stone. I know it's silver. The band and everything is silver. It's all tarnished. But look at this, the size of the stone. It's a bluish stone. But I'd have to take this. It's a cut stone. I'd have to take this in. It's mounted like a real, like a good stone, but who knows? I'd have to take this in to see if it's anything. And I never have. Here's my original Mary Kay pin. Okay, here's my mother's watch. This belonged to my mother. It's a Bulova, of course. She wore this all the time. Old watch. This isn't anything, but I always thought it was pretty. It's a leaf, gold. It's not gold. It's whatever this fake gold is. It stays so shiny. Now these earrings. This is one pair of. These are for pierced ears, though. This is one pair of earrings that I had beside the gold post. These were gold. These loops. I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, there's my sunshine. Okay, here's the sunshine. And this is gold. This is from that place in Florida. I wore this all the time until I got my Jesus fish. I don't think there's anything else in here that's worth showing. Little hearts. It's nothing. Okay, put these back. And okay. See this little box? This opens up so cute. This is, first of all, the first ring here. This is my mother-in-law's diamond ring. And this is mine. This is we had them fused together. I'm afraid to put it on for fear I can't get it off. My fingers are bigger. This is both the engagement ring and then the wedding band. And then once we got married, we had them fused together. But let's see if you can see it. It's the diamond in the middle, and it's the diamonds around it. The little chip diamonds, I'm missing two, unfortunately. I'd have to get those, replaced. But that was my wedding band and my wedding engagement ring. Yes, so Jack gave me that on I think it was Christmas. It was either Christmas or my birthday. See, I'm horrible with dates. I don't remember anything. Yeah, this goes in here. Now, I had my mother's diamond too, but I gave that to my daughter already. So now the piece that is, I think, really amazing, that was my grandmother's. And it wasn't in this box. I found this box for it. This is definitely gold. And I'm not sure if the stones are anything or not. Maybe not. They look like amethysts. This is ladies wore watches. This is a watch. Elgin. And on the back are her initials. Janetta Margarita Sophia Hummel. Now this opens to the works of the watch, but I'm not sure how it opens. I see the hinge. The hinge is here, but I'm not sure how you open it. But it's such a unique piece and has her initials on it with the stones and everything. I think it's beautiful, both. And the part with her initials is, of course, prettier than just the watch. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything under here. No, that'd be a surprise. Okay, that is what I have. Nothing much. Just things that mean things to me. It's more purple than aquamarine. The ring or these stones look more like amethysts. The ones in this piece. That other ring, wherever it was. Well, I don't know. It's so light. It could be. Are aquamarines more green than this? I don't know. This is sort of a light blue. It could tinge toward the greenish, I guess. It could be. I don't know. It's very pretty. But I don't have hands to wear rings. Cameo. Thank you. Yes, that's a cameo. That piece. Wherever I put it. The face. The lady's head. Yeah. That's the only nice cameo I have. But it's broken because I don't know what it came off of. The back is all broken off. Yeah, so that's what I have. Jack had some pieces. Jack had some heavy gold rings. One he bought when we went on a cruise to the Caribbeans. Well, was way down in the Caribbeans, and I forget what island. He bought it from a street vendor, and it turned out to be real turquoise and real gold. He didn't really think it was until he got home and took it to the jeweler, and it's heavy. It's heavy. But I've already given those to my son. Yeah. And one time I got him a ring and had a coin put into the ring. But I gave that to my son too. My son and Jack were very close. They love to do the same things, fishing and golfing. And Jack had been with my kids since they were 6 and 10, or 7 and 11, something like that. I think I met him. No, maybe I didn't. I didn't meet him till at least 2 or 3 years after my husband got divorced. So that is all I had for tonight. What do you think about that? Do you like these? You like to just talk, or do you like me to have some sort of a thing to talk about? This jeweler's loop is gold. I found the marking on here one time. But it comes in very handy because you can't get anything that's more magnification than this, except for my photo loop that you use to look at pictures really close. But this is even stronger than that. If you look through the two together. Yeah. I'll have to show my kids that because I don't even think they would know. I'm not sure they'd know what that was. So what has everybody been doing? Oh, I have to tell you about this morning. I had something to do a ship with me this morning. It was 2 Poshmark sales. I had things so screwed up on this ship with me video. I just deleted the whole video. So you won't see what I sold. I can tell you because the cards are here. What I sold I sold a Nike Just Do It hoodie sweatshirt and a White House Black Market knit jersey dress. Neither one were, well, the Nike Just Do It sweatshirt sold for $20, and the little dress was just a little jersey dress sold for $15. But you'll have to wait to see the pictures of it till Sunday when I do the whole week. Yeah, I had the day mixed up. I had everything mixed up, and I said, I'm just not going to put this on. So I didn't. Now I have 2 things to go out tomorrow, so I'll try to be better and do a ship with me tomorrow morning. Now, I have to tell you about my sister. Last Thursday, it's sort of a mystery of what day it is. Her kids say it's Friday, and she looked on her hospital date, her ER admission date, and it was Thursday. So one of the two, unbeknownst to me, she had fallen walking to the drugstore, which is like, I don't know, 3, 4 blocks. She walked to the drugstore to pick up a prescription. And when she came out of the drugstore, she fell on the cement. She fell backwards and hit her back, her rear first, and then went back and hit her head hard. She was bleeding from her head, and the guys from there was a oil change place right there. She was walking past, and they all came out, and her head was bleeding like crazy because it's your head. Your head bleeds. If you cut your head, it bleeds like crazy. So, yeah, they called the ambulance, and she called her son. She had her phone with her. She called her son, and he came because she was only a few blocks from the house. And the ambulance came, took her to the ER, did a CAT scan. She had a subdural hematoma. If anybody knows what that is, it's one of the most dangerous things, especially when you don't know that the person had fallen. Because here's how they act. Sometimes you can fall and not have a cut head. A subdural hematoma is between the scalp, the skull and the brain. It's a blood clot from a concussion. So it can keep bleeding little by little, and pretty soon the person could be perfectly fine and say that they're fine. They didn't get knocked out, and all of a sudden they'll just fall over unconscious. And a lot of times these people that have subdural hematomas, they die because they're bleeding under the skull, and nobody knows what happened to them unless they had a cut on the back of their head. So this is how Liam Neeson's first wife died in a skiing accident. She said she was fine. She had hit the back of her head, but didn't have a cut. And I forget how many days after. It was more than a day, I think. Yeah, she went into a coma and died. So anyway, I'm off the subject. So my sister's in the ER. They admit her to intensive care. Did anybody call me? No. I got notified when my sister called me when she came home on a Sunday. I never knew anything about it. I was so upset with the kids. Yes. So, okay, I'm talking to her. She seems fine. And the next day, I call her right away, in the morning, and there's no answer. Now I panic. So I call her daughter, and her daughter said, Oh yeah, she's back in the hospital. She fell in the kitchen. She got dizzy and fell in the kitchen, hit her head again. So she had no further bleeding. The subdural the hematoma is, they did a CAT scan right away. The hematoma was healing. So she didn't hurt herself, as far as that goes. But yes, please pray for her that she doesn't fall anymore right now. She's as unsteady as I am, I think. She's fallen more than me. I've only fallen once, and that's when I hurt my knee real bad a few years back. But Yeah, I was so upset with them. So I did sort of ream them out a little bit when I talked to them. I couldn't believe she was in the hospital from either Thursday or Friday till Sunday in intensive care. My sister. It's only her and I. Anyway, I've been talking to her every day, needless to say. Yeah, I talked to her, I don't know, like 4 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you. Please pray. Yes, thank you for praying for her. Bumblebee, I almost called you to tell you about this. Bumblebee is moving her mom into an assisted living from rehab to assisted living. So it's a step up. And yeah, so she's busy tonight. She's been busy all day, and that's why she's not here. But she'll read this afterwards, or she'll see this afterwards. So yeah, Bumblebee, I almost called you about this, about my sister. Anyway, that's all the big news here. Oh, I got my painting table that I ordered, and yesterday Samantha and I put it together. Well, mostly her. And it's all ready for me to sit at and paint, and it's right at the window with lots of light and right by the birdies. And I have it all set up. I have so many hobbies now, I don't know what to do. I showed you my hat I finished. I'm finishing something else that's not much of anything. It's a washcloth I use for dishes, made of cotton yarn. They work really well. And as soon as I get that finished, which is probably tonight or tomorrow, I'm doing that. I started a book. Uh, it's a book. It's an old book I've had forever, and it's a thin book. It won't take long to read, but it's like the dog is telling the story. It's the dog's point of view. So I'm reading that. I'm going to be painting. I'm crocheting. I think that's it. Oh, and I have a puzzle going all the time. Hi, Debbie. You'll have to watch the rerun to see the jewelry. It's nothing exciting. Don't get excited. But I do have a couple vintage pieces. Renee says, I walked by the watercolor paint in Hobby Lobby and thought about you. Yeah, I have to get back there. I've been trying to get there all week, but Wednesdays when Samantha comes, and then Mark called my handyman and he wanted to come today. And I was going to go to Hobby Lobby. There was some reason Monday, I think it was pouring rain or a storm. I didn't go. Tuesday, there was some reason. Wednesday is Samantha. And today Mark was here. So maybe I'll get to go tomorrow. I need to go out and get milk and cream anyway, because I'm going to run out. So that's what I did on tonight's. I put my little ichthus. Ichthus, is that what the name of this is? The Jesus fish. Because I thought I would show some jewelry pieces, but they didn't show up. They don't sparkle when you show them on your computer. I don't understand that. You almost bought some things, but you didn't allow yourself. You don't have the time. Yeah. Well, you have to make time for fun stuff, Renee. Mhm. Yeah, Debbie. Yeah, Debbie, go back and watch and see what you think of that, of all this stuff I have. It just sits up there in the jewelry box because I don't wear jewelry anymore except for this. Uh, yeah, I've given a lot of the pieces that were handed down to me that belonged to my parents and my husband. I handed those off to my kids, a lot of them. So I've never been a jewelry person, really. So I'm going to close for now. I'm surprised the cat, I hope she's not still outside, which she may be, because she's not in here meowing. She could have snuck out the last time when I took the garbage out. So I have to let her in. I'm sure she's having a fit out there. It's her time to eat. 8 o'clock is when she eats. So I'm sure she's at the back door. So I'm going to close for now. And I will see you tomorrow morning on the Ship With Me video. I hope I can get the date straight. But I have 2 things going out from eBay tomorrow morning. Yes, have a good evening, everybody. Be good and be blessed. See you on the next one. Bye.